What's up? What's up? John Melton coming to you live with another episode of Money Monday. And if you're watching the replay, drop it to the comments and let me know when you're watching the replay and where you're coming in from. And if you are a network marketer and you are proud to be a network marketer representing this incredible profession, make sure you drop it to the comments and you let me know how long you've been in the industry. Let me know how much you love this profession, especially right now. We all agree right now there are some uncertain times that we're living in. We're going through some craziness. And I think ultimately it's a fantastic time for us to get serious about our network marketing business. And I've been doing this 18 years, and I can tell you it took me years to get this thing dialed in and figured out. And over the last several years, we've built a multi-million-dollar organization, a team that sold over $100 million in product. Last month alone, our organization did almost $5 million. So I'm here to teach you. I'm here to train you. I'm here to help you. Doesn't matter which network marketing company you are in. I believe you will get value from today's conversation. So let me know in the comments where you're coming in from. What time is it where you're watching? And I'm going to pull up these comments real quick. Nadya's got me running this all by myself. So wish me luck, y'all. Technology is sometimes amazing and sometimes you kind of want to strangle it. But we're going to have some fun and we're going to get into some good stuff today. I think you're absolutely going to love it. What's up, Katie in Florida? We're actually headed down to Florida. We've got a flight here in like 3 hours or so. We're headed down to Sarasota for a little vacation. This is the first time we've traveled in months. And Nadya is turning the big 40 tomorrow, which I can't believe because she looks like she's 29. Like she just looks younger as time goes on. It's amazing. It must be the products. Anyway, tag some teammates, share this broadcast with anybody you know in network marketing. Smash the heart button if you love the profession as much as I do. And I'm even going to share this in a couple places real quick, but I think you're going to get a lot of value from this because we're going to talk about leadership. We're going to talk about some leadership principles. We're going to talk about duplication. We're going to talk about what it takes to build a real business. How many of us want a real business? We don't want to just get into something and make a little bit of money and then it all falls apart, a little pop and drop action. How many of us have seen people get really excited about something? They recruit a bunch of people. They promote it for about 90 days, maybe 6 months, and then they're off to the next shiny ball, or they quit network marketing. Anybody ever had somebody get really excited and then get really discouraged and then they quit before they even get started? I love when someone's like, I think I'm going to quit. And I'm like, really? I never knew you started. So I'm going to get into some good stuff today. I'd highly recommend you share this broadcast with anybody you know in network marketing. And we're going to talk about it because look, here's the deal. I've been doing this, like I said, 18 years. It took me 7 years to get to a full-time income. 7 years. But I'm glad. I'm grateful it took as long as it did. Because I think if I would have made this kind of money, if I would have started earning 6 figures a month in my 20s, I'd have been in trouble. How many of us know what I'm talking about? And I turned 40 this year as well. But for right now, I'm going to be gloating for the next several months. Nadya's over there packing, but I'm going to be gloating because, I'll be in my 30s. She'll be in her 40s. And, I got me a cougar. What can I say? But I'm glad it took me as long as it did to get to this level of success. And I think if you talk to any leader in any company, they'll tell you if it took them a while, at the time they were frustrated. At the time, they were getting discouraged. But when they look back, right, things make sense when you look at your life in reverse. When they look back, they go, you know what, I'm glad it took as long as it did because then you have more gratitude when it happens. You have more gratitude when you start to see success. Tanya, thank you for sharing with your teams. Destiny, thanks for tagging people. I appreciate the shares. I appreciate the tags. That's right. I don't care how long it takes. No turning back. See, when you have that mindset that you're going to do it until you're successful, until you fire your boss, until you're where you want to be, until you're making an impact and not just an income. See, your story would suck if it happened fast. How many of us get that? Your story would suck if you had overnight success. In fact, those stories, a lot of times, it's like you want to highlight those stories, but with an asterisk. You want to highlight those stories with an asterisk. See, we recruit a lot of leaders. We bring over leaders all the time, people that maybe are in a company that gets shut down or, they're looking to pivot into something else. And, they might have fast success when they come over here. They might make a check with a comma right away. They might make 5 figures a month right away. They might build a team that grows fast and they hit momentum right out of the gates. But that's because they paid the price somewhere else. they're not actually getting started in network marketing. They're just getting started in a new company. And there are people once in a while, they have a lot of success their first time in network marketing. But I can tell you a lot of times it pops and it drops. Why? Because they bring in a bunch of people because of their influence, right? Maybe they're an attorney, a business owner, a very successful realtor, and they bring in a whole lot of people because they're influential. But because they don't really know how to build a business, they don't know how to lead teams, it falls apart as quickly as it blew up, it blows out. So understand that you have to develop the skills. Everything happens when it's supposed to happen. I'm thankful it took me 7 years. I wasn't thankful at the time, but looking back, I'm glad it took me 7 years to fire my boss. I'm glad it took me 16 years to become a 7-figure earner. And I got to say, for many, many years, I hate to admit this, but I kind of felt like it might never happen. Right. I remember in 2000, I think it was 2016, right at the end of the year, we were setting our goals for 2017. And Nadya's like, we got to set our goals to be 7-figure earners. We got to set a goal. We got to map it out. We're going to make it happen. And I'm like, yeah, that sounds good. But babe, we do that every year. We do that every year. Like, how are we going to become 7-figure earners? And she's like, baby, the how-to is none of your business. Baby, the how-to is none of your business. Which I appreciate looking back. At the time, I'm like, I need a plan. I need to know exactly how it's going to happen day to day, week to week, month to month. And by the way, I'm going to talk about how to track your business. But the truth is, it's going to happen when it's supposed to happen. See, you have your plan and then God has his plan. And ultimately, things happen for a reason. Sometimes it's hard to embrace the suck. Sometimes it's hard to embrace the fact that you're riding that struggle bus and you see other people flying past you where, again, they probably paid a price somewhere else. See, you'll be punished or rewarded based on the life you led prior to getting involved. So you got to work on yourself. You got to develop the skills. We had to develop some skills. In fact, I'm glad it took me a while because I had to get so good at this so that when it did happen, I could handle the success and the growth. I could handle different situations. How many of us have dealt with some circumstances? You know what I'm saying? Monica, thanks for tagging some people. Amika, Talina, what's up? What's up? Linda, what's up? Mindy Baxton in the house. I see you leading by example, Mindy Baxton, signing up new teammates. Jackie Foster Hawks, thanks for sharing. I appreciate the shares, the comments, the love. Smash that hard button if you're fired up and this is giving you some value. But leadership is not about a title. It's about a decision. You have to drop all your excuses. See, most people carry around 2 bags and it's weighing them down. It's holding them back. It's the blame bag and the excuse bag. Drop those suckers. Right? Stop blaming. It's kind of like what's going on in the media right now. Let's blame Trump for everything that goes wrong, but they don't give him any type of recognition when he does something right. He can't do anything right with the media. Now, listen, it's not a political conversation. I know some people hate him. Some people love him. I notice a lot of my network marketing friends love him because they think differently. But at the end of the day, you can't blame anybody for the pandemic, the virus. You can't just blame one person, one country. It might have happened in this lab in Wuhan or whatever, but still, people had to spread it. The point is, blaming does us no good, right? Blaming does us no good. We need to focus on solutions. We need to drop our excuses. When you're building a network marketing business, you can feel sorry for yourself, but that's not going to help you grow. That's not going to help you get to the next level, right? Maybe your upline quit. Maybe you don't have any upline. Maybe you're in an old school company. Are there people in your company that are still winning? Maybe your product's too expensive, but are people still buying the products? Maybe you're in a company that isn't necessarily a company that people buy from during a bad economy. Now, I'm fortunate enough to be in a company where we're having record growth. I believe part of that is because we offer products that people are buying anyway, right? People are going to continue to buy no matter how bad the economy is. But let's say you're selling something like, I don't know, expensive jewelry, or you're selling something that's just not an essential product. It's not something, but would you agree there's still people in your company that are having success? There's people in your company that had no mentorship. They had no upline. They're still having success. There are people that had it worse off than you, right? There's people that had success and they had no credibility. They maybe didn't have access to, the internet tools that we have today. I mean, back in the day, I had to build my business via face-to-face, belly-to-belly. There was no social media. I got involved in network marketing in 2001, didn't get on social media, MySpace, until 2006, got on Facebook in 2008, Didn't do videos until 2013. How the heck did I have success without doing videos? How did I have success without using the internet? I didn't even have a smartphone until 2012. You know how I know? My email is johnmelton2012 at Gmail. I remember setting up my first Gmail email account in 2012. How did I have success without all those tools? How did I have success when I was 20 years old? Which actually, I didn't have a lot of success. I spent more than I made. But the point is, I got started when I was 20 years old. I was broke, busted, and disgusted, living at home with my parents. Earrings, tongue rings, still found a way to make it work. Now, it took a long time. I didn't have fast success like some people do. But listen, most people don't have fast success. You only notice the fast success stories, but the majority of people that get involved in network marketing, what's the average? The average distributor signs up like 2.3 people, which I've never figured out how they got that calculation, 2.3, like they signed up a third of a person or something. But does this make sense? There's always someone that has it worse off than you, that has less money, less credibility, less experience. They're younger, they're way older, they don't understand technology, they're in an old school company, whatever it is, but there's people in your company winning. So you got to drop the excuses, you got to drop the blame. It's nobody's fault. In fact, if it's meant to be, it's up to me. Your upline does not determine your success. Your company does not determine your success. You determine your success. All right. You guys loving this? Smash that heart button. I love all these comments. Thanks for sharing. Thanks for tagging people. That's awesome. You got to work on yourself. You got to develop skills. You got to work on your mindset. This is your adversary right here. Your limiting beliefs. There's people that had it worse off than you and they figured out a way to win. So let me ask you a question. Who are your mentors? What books are you reading? Drop it to the comments. Let me know right now. Who are your mentors? What books are you reading? What skills are you developing? Whatever you lack, you attack. Write that down. Whatever you lack, you attack. Do you suck at videos? Time to do a video challenge. Challenge yourself to do a video every day. Do you suck at closing? Have you purchased any books on closing? There are a plethora. Just go Google top books on closing. Top programs on closing. Who are the top closers in your company? Stop getting frustrated like a little baby, right? My nephews and niece came over this weekend, and Alex is a baby. He gets frustrated when you don't do what he wants you to do. He gets really upset, right? He gets upset. Why? Because he's a baby. You're not a freaking baby. Stop being a baby. Look, people want a mentor, but they don't do what the mentor says. Or they don't deserve a mentor yet, right? Like, we don't want to mentor, us leaders, we don't want to mentor a whiner. We want to mentor a warrior. We want to mentor somebody that's hungry, that's fired up. So whatever you lack, you attack. If you suck at closing, if you suck at leading, there's plenty of books out there on leadership development. So if you're not where you want to be, are you reading 10 pages a day of a good book? Are you going through a course or a program? Are you working on yourself? And by the way, I know we got people from all different network marketing companies. We have almost 200 people on this broadcast. We're on 5 platforms. We're on YouTube. We're on Facebook. We're on Twitter. All right. If you're getting value from this, tag some teammates, share this broadcast, smash the hard button, because I'm just trying to give you some truth today. All right. I have about 15 minutes left. Okay. So I have to get off here in about 15 minutes, but I'm going to give you everything I got. I might even do some Q&A at the end if you stay put. In fact, why don't I give away some stuff? I got nothing to give away. Ooh, you guys want one of Nadya's misters? If you're sharing and tagging people, let me know. Maybe I'll give away some 90-day trackers. All right. This will really hold you accountable and hold your feet to the fire. If you're a leader, I'd highly recommend getting these 90-day trackers in the hands of anyone within your organization. Amika, thanks for sharing. Christina Whiteley, thanks for tagging people. Alicia, thank you for sharing. Y'all are thebomb.com. Another thing I want to talk about, write this down. Build relationships with your teammates. Build relationships with people in your upline, your sideline, and your downline. Mostly in your downline. You have to create a family-like environment, because people will quit on a job. They'll quit on a business, but they won't quit on a friend. They won't quit on someone that believes in them. See, if you're brand new and you're watching this, like I said, leadership is a choice. It's a decision. It's not a title. It's not a rank. It's not about you could have a team of 0. You could have a team of 1. Guess you always have to have a team of 1 because you're on your team. So in the beginning, you have to be courageous. You don't have to be confident, but you have to be courageous. Choose courage over comfort. Choose courage over comfort. And sometimes, and Les Brown talked about this a couple of weeks ago when I interviewed him, he said, you have to believe in the belief that your mentor has in you. So sometimes you have to believe in the belief someone else has in you before you believe it yourself. Why did we love our parents so much? Because they loved us first. Does that make sense? So as a leader, if you're a leader and you're wanting to be a leader, you're wanting to develop a team. Maybe you have a team of hundreds. In fact, let me know in the comments, how big is your team? Do you have hundreds? Do you have thousands? Do you have tens of thousands? You want to create a culture where everyone has value, where everyone can contribute. You want to create an environment where you run with the runners, walk with the walkers, and crawl with the crawlers, and don't make anyone feel badly for how slowly they are building. In fact, I'd be recognizing every little thing. I'd be recognizing people in their ATMing. Those of you that use the ATM system, I'd recognize people when they acquire their first customer, their 50th customer. I'd be recognizing people that are setting up group chats. I'd be recognizing people that are doing curiosity posts, curiosity videos, launch videos. I'd be especially the people that are brand new. See, if you actually look at your business, if you actually looked at your business and you go, where are the holes? What's holding me back from getting to that next level? Even if you're at $1 million a month, how do you get to 2 million a month? Honestly, you got to double your recruiting. You got to double your customer acquisition, meaning if you just look at the numbers and you track your numbers, I'd be tracking, write this down. I would be tracking, if I were you, I'd be tracking how many people rank advanced on a month-to-month basis. I'd be tracking how many new customers. I'd be tracking how many new distributors, tracking volume. In fact, if you're taking notes, write this down. You should track your volume every day by taking a screenshot of your volume. Those of you that have a volume-based compensation plan, let me know in the comments if you have a volume-based compensation plan or your business is different than that. There's the comments. Okay, there we go. Comments are back. All right. So Jody, thanks for tagging people. Anna, thanks for tagging people. I appreciate it. Jody, thanks for sharing. You rock. Hey, John, just jumping on live from New York. What's up? New York in the house. I'm in Maryland right now, but later today we're going to be in Sarasota, Florida. So excited. Anyway. What I do is I track my volume by taking screenshots, and then that way I know how much volume I did day to day. And don't get discouraged by this, because sometimes we look at our volume day to day or even month to month. There's going to be ebbs and flows. Your business isn't just going to go up indefinitely every month forever. We get that, right? Like common sense. But you can look back on the previous year and say, okay, what did we do in April of last year? What did we do in May of last year? So it's good to keep track of your business. Just like if you had a traditional business, you would track these numbers, would you not? Smash the heart button, man. If you're treating this like a hobby, or you're wanting to treat this like a business and not a hobby, right? If it's a hobby, you understand hobbies, you don't get paid. That's why it's a hobby. It's something you do for fun. You're not earning an income from it. If you want to make profits, drop hashtag profits in the comments. You got to start tracking your numbers. It's important. It's paramount. If somebody says, I'm serious about my business, you got to track your numbers. And then what I pay attention to is the 7th, the 14th, the 21st, and then month end. The 7th, the 14th, the 21st, and then month end. So that way I can see where I'm at week to week, month to month, year to year. All right. It's a big deal. And then at the end of the month, I see how many new customers, how many new distributors. You know, we had Jordan Levesque, who I think might be on here. She just doubled her volume. And I told her 6 weeks ago when we were talking, she's like, how do I rank up to that next level? And I'm like, how many people are coming into your team per month? New people joining your team, because they've got the customer side dialed in. But if you have more people coming in, then more people are getting customers, right? If you have a team of 100 and I have a team of 10, you're going to outperform me because you have more people selling the products. So she said she was around, I think, 12 to 15 people a month joining her team. I said, double those numbers and you'll probably double your volume. And that's what she did. She focused on recruiting her team and herself personally. So don't just track your team, track your personal. If you're just tracking personal, also track your team, right? So she was tracking both. She essentially doubled the amount of recruiting they did for the month, and they doubled their volume. And I believe right now they're already almost where they were last month, which was a record month, and it's only halfway through May. So tracking these numbers, I'm telling you, you start treating your business like a business. You start paying attention to this. Dee Dee says, I track my numbers every 2 weeks. That's awesome. So it's a big deal. Oh, my best friend in Upline. See, Katie? You guys are friends, and it's important that we understand the value in a relationship, a friendship. It's so much easier to work with people you truly care about. It's so much easier to work with people when you know someone has a vested interest in you and they want you to succeed. Now, with that being said, you also have to be careful not to get too familiar. How many know what I'm talking about? See, back in my early days, my drinking days, I haven't drank in almost 13 years, 12 or 13 years. And back in my drinking days, I'd go out with my team. We'd go out celebrating. We'd go out after the meetings. The problem was got a little too familiar. You know what I'm saying? Now listen, we created great relationships. Some of them Some of them today, I still have great relationships with, but they stopped listening to me as a mentor because we got too close. We got too close. We got too friendly. They're like, yeah, sure, John, whatever, Melton. That's when I know I'm in trouble when they start calling me Melton. You follow me? Look, if someone sees you with a lampshade on your head one time, all credibility out the window. I'm in the top 100 income earners in all of network marketing. Top 100 income earners in the entire industry globally. And I've got people that won't listen to anything I say. Why? Because they're a family member, they're a close friend. You guys follow me, right? My buddies from high school, I can't mentor them. I don't even want to, it's a headache. I don't even waste my time, waste my energy. All right. How many of you have friends like this? And they see you with a lampshade on your head one time, you're in trouble. Amy says I'm above last month's volume, which is great. But the key is, it's easy to be positive when your business is growing. A leader is positive even when their business is declining. See, it happens to us, right? We get so excited. We get so emotional. We get wrapped up in the growth and the momentum, but that doesn't happen forever. There's no company in the world that just goes up indefinitely. It's going to pop, plateau, and maybe even drop. But that's okay if you're in it for the long term and you're committed. You're not going to get upset. But if you're only in it for the short term and you're only thinking based in 30-day increments or 1-year increments, like, well, I'll stay until it's not working anymore. Like, I'm here as long as I'm making money, but if I'm not making money, I'm going to quit. And look, I understand, like, I was in a company for 7 years. So of course, after 7 years, that's a pretty good time to say, you know what, I've been here 7 years. It's not working. I don't believe in this business anymore. But if you're in a business for 7 months and it's going up and down, you can't get discouraged so easily. Look, I remember first learning about the emotional roller coaster, and they were explaining the emotional roller coaster. And I'm like, dude, that's me. That is freaking me. I sign up somebody, I'm on top of the world. Too excited because they're like, I know everybody. And then you come to find out nobody knows them. I know everybody. Nobody knows them. I got too excited about a rank advancement. I got too excited about short-term wins. And I got way too discouraged when someone quit. I got way too discouraged when somebody decided to go in a different direction or said no to me. I quit way too easily. Steph Nicole Elliott, thanks for tagging people. She says, you will love him. I have learned a lot. I'm going to send you a 90-day tracker. Shoot an email to support@mylifestyleacademy.com, support@mylifestyleacademy.com with your address. We'll shoot you a tracker. I'm also going to send some cash to Christina Whiteley because she's commenting and tagging people like crazy. Christina, email our support team, support@mylifestyleacademy.com. Include your PayPal. We're going to send you some cash on Money Monday. Who else wants cash? Who else wants a 90-day tracker? Keep tagging, keep sharing. My goal is to be done here in 6 minutes. We'll see what happens because I got a lot more to share. All right. So another thing when it comes to leadership, establish accountability. Reach out to your upline. Let them know you're ready, but don't tell them you're ready. Meaning tell them you're ready, but don't just tell them. Show them. Don't say, what do I do now? You know what to freaking do. Go talk to 10 people a day. Don't go to sleep until you talk to 10 people a day about your business. I'm going to take a sip of my water. If I had tea, I would sip on some tea. Y'all complicating it too much. That's none of my business, though. Just trying to help you out, right? What do I do? Talk to humans. How did you get involved in the business? Someone talked to you. This is not rocket science. Talk to 10 people a day about your business or 5 people a day. I don't care. Talk to 5 people a day about your products. If you're talking to people every day, your business is going to grow. If you're not talking to humans, you are not going to have success. This is common knowledge. Destiny Dawn, I'm going to send you one of our misters. This is one of Nadya's misters. Look at that. This is how Nadya stays so young and beautiful. There's a little more to it than that, but she loves this thing. She takes it everywhere she goes. And it's a great conversation starter, because she's doing this and people are like, what is that? What is that magical device? Send an email to support@mylifestyleacademy.com, include your address, and just let them know what you won, whether it's cash, a planner. You're going to win, Destiny. You're going to win one of these awesome misters. And it says on the other side, crush it, because we want you to crush it. All right. So another thing, force your upline to pay attention to you because you're taking action. They see you ATMing. You're setting up group chats. You're engaging in the Facebook team group. You're engaging in the team chats. When someone asks a question, you're stepping up and answering the question if you know the answer. You're supporting, you're dropping love and helping boost other people's posts. You're encouraging people, even if they're not on your team. If you're having trouble closing, if you're having trouble mentoring your team, go help someone else close. Go help someone else, mentor someone else. I'm telling you, there's something about helping other people that puts you in a better frame of mind. It puts you in a better state. How many of you know Tony Robbins talks about getting in state, right? Gratitude gets you in state. Personal development gets you in state. Taking action gets you in state. Helping someone, even if it doesn't make you money, gets you in state. Now, also, I want to talk something a little more complex. You as a leader need to create infrastructure so people can plug in and do your best to keep it simple. Simplify to multiply. Write that down. Simplify to multiply. This is a major key in building a business of significance. You have to simplify what you're doing. See, if you're telling people you got to go through all this training, it's going to take you a few hours, but you'll be good. No, dude. I want people, when someone joins, I want them literally posting that day, OMG, I did a thing, big announcement coming soon with like an excited selfie. That's it. Simple. Or put out a post about the product. OMG, I've been seeing this banana in my news feed, and apparently this helps me with this, and this. No health claims, by the way, but you can talk about the benefits of the product, right? Apparently this is like a belly blaster, and it tastes like banana. I love banana. I've been super skeptical, but I'm going to give it a try. Wish me luck. Anyone else trying to get their skinny on before the summer? That could be a curiosity post. Or you could, promote the fact that you're going to go live with a big announcement. Those of you that know we teach the 3DW Facebook Live launch, how to launch your business, going live, sharing your story, talking about why you're excited. So what you want to do if you're a leader, create simple instruction and resources to help them launch. Give them scripts. Give them examples of what to post. Give them some guidance on how to create curiosity. Maybe create some FAQs or some different documents, PDFs, resources, things to help them to simplify what to do. You want to make it dummy proof. Now, also understand you're going to deal with different personalities, right? You're going to deal with people with different goals, different interest levels, different commitment levels. I will say this. Don't work with people that suck your energy. Anybody ever worked with an energy vampire? It's like they send you a message. It's almost always a complaint. It's always negative. You don't have to work with people like that. Now, I will tell you, I'm an interesting leader because I like sometimes a good challenge, and I will mentor just about anybody. But if they're negative and they're whiny, I will absolutely call them out on the carpet. Sometimes you got to call people out on the carpet. You got to say, listen, come here. We got to talk. Here's the deal. Stop being negative. Stop complaining. You want to be successful? Fantastic. I want you to be successful, but I need you to work on your positivity. I need you to work on your mindset. Because if you think that you're going to fail, if you think nobody's buying your product, if you think your team is dead, you're right. You're right. Whatever you think about it, you bring about. But you are going to deal with different personalities. You're going to get the analyticals. Listen, I have some insane patience. Nadya doesn't even understand it. She's like, I don't know how you put up with some of these people. Meaning, I get people that are like super inquisitive. They got a billion questions. It takes weeks, maybe even months to finally get them to sign up. But I'm not chasing them. I'm just answering their questions, giving them the information. I'm not spending too much time on them. All right. And then you get people on your team that maybe, again, they get frustrated easily. They get discouraged easily. I try to coach them through it. And I'll be honest with you. I think the reason I'm great at coaching the very emotional types, because I was that way when I was new to the profession. I was very feisty, very competitive. I could be a whiner. I would get pissed. Look, I speak my mind. I drive my wife crazy sometimes. Like when she's in a bad mood, she's quiet, which I know I'm in trouble if she's, what I'm saying, quiet. I'm like, oh shit, what'd I do? Right? But on a serious note, like I'm one of those people. I'm very emotional. I'm a lover. I'm a fighter. I'm feisty. I'm competitive. I speak my mind. And sometimes I say things that I regret. So I understand when someone gets pissed off. I can talk them through that because I can relate to them. You're going to get people that just want to help people. They don't care about the money. They just want to make a difference. Right? You're going to get people that are very much into the fun atmosphere of network marketing. You got to make it fun for those people. You want to appeal to all the personalities. You want to appeal to the ones that want to make a ton of money, and you want to appeal to the ones that just want to make some extra money. And by the way, goals can change, right? I started out wanting to just make extra money. Yeah, sure. It was like, oh, that'd be cool to be a millionaire, but I didn't really believe that. You understand? When you're broke as a joke and you live paycheck to paycheck with your parents, you're not thinking about millions of dollars. But I'm just telling you, if you get a Cancer in your team, if you get a negative Nancy, the worst personality to deal with, and I think I heard Ray Higdon talk about this one time, is the high producer. And sorry, guys, our Wi-Fi has been weird recently. I hope you can be patient with that. But it's the high producer. They're a big producer, right? Big producer. But they're also a very negative personality. Those are the most difficult people to deal with. The most difficult. Okay. Those are the most difficult personalities to deal with. So you've got to kill the monster when it's a baby. Write that one down. You got to kill the monster when it's a baby. I have dealt with some narcissists in my days. I have dealt with some bullies in my days. All right. And I'm talking upline, downline. I'm talking, everything in between. Corporate, jerks. It's tough. I remember reaching out to one of my upline, and he would say, I'd complain about the rates being too high. I'm like, why would I switch someone's rate over when they're going to pay more money? And he'd be like, you got a bigger problem. You don't have enough meetings this week. I'm like, dude, I have 70 home meetings this week, right? Because in our team, we'd keep track of all the meetings on the team. Just like I was telling you to track your numbers, we used to track our numbers offline. I'm like, there's 70 home meetings happening on my team this week. Sure, it'd be great to have more meetings, but that would mean I'm screwing over more people. I don't roll like that. I'm about integrity. I literally, I'm not like, I have no filter. So I can't do things that I don't believe in because I won't know how to talk to people and avoid. Do you understand what I'm trying to say? Like, I won't be able to avoid the truth. And if the truth is not good and we're literally hurting people with our products, our opportunity, our business, whatever it is, we're screwing people over. I can't talk about that in a positive way. So I gots to go. Integrity is a big deal to me. Now, I will say in my early years, I had no problem lying about my income. It's terrible. Before I went through Landmark Forum taught me that you need to tell the truth all the time or don't say nothing at all. Right? Like, don't lie. Karma is real. The truth. Listen, if you tell the truth all the time, you don't have to remember what you said. If you tell the truth all the time, you don't have to remember what you said. So just to recap, because I was supposed to end this in 12:30 and 12:34. Treat your business like a business. Track your numbers. That will be an indicator of when to run promotions. How about this? How many of us notice on the weekends our business doesn't grow quite as much? The weekends, maybe our business is a little slower during holidays. Great time to run a promotion. Recognize the ones that are running during that time. Do a giveaway. Do a referral post giveaway. Do a product giveaway, whatever it is. All right. Run some incentives during that time. Keep your team fired up. Maybe find the people that want to work through the weekends or work through the holiday and run with them. Everyone else, don't make them feel bad. Don't make the ones feel bad that don't want to work all the time. You got to be careful because sometimes people think they're letting you down. I tell people all the time, you're never letting me down, ever. I have no expectations of you. None. I don't do expectations. I used to do expectations and it always put me in a bad mood because I never hit the expectation because I was always expecting too much from people. I don't expect my team to do anything. I don't expect people to join. I don't expect a certain amount of volume. I hope. I work for it. I set goals, but I don't have expectations. Exchange your expectations for appreciation, as Tony Robbins says. Sometimes that's hard to do. Maybe someone in our life, something happens to them. Be grateful for the time you had with that person. Huh? Yes, I did. I have it in the bag. All right. Maybe your business goes out of business. Be grateful for the income you earned. Be grateful for the lessons learned, the experiences, right? I mean, there's always a positive way to look at anything. So again, I'm trying to wrap this up. I just keep going on tangents. That's what I do. Anyway, this will be a direct indicator of where you're at in your business when you're tracking your numbers. That way you're removing the emotions, right? And there should be a lot of emphasis, by the way, on customer acquisition. And some of you probably saw my post earlier. You should have a ton of emphasis on customer acquisition, recognizing your top customer getters. Last month, our organization, the top person sold over 30,000. The 50th person, the worst person out of the top 50, the lowest one, the worst producer, sold over 9,000. That is freaking insane. That blows my mind. You don't want the FTC knocking on your door. Plus, ultimately, don't you want more people winning? Don't you want the average person that's getting started to have success? Here's the key. Here's the key. Teach them how to acquire customers. It's easier to duplicate customer acquisition than it is team building and recruitment. Think about it. You could build a smaller team. You could build a smaller team, make more money if you have more customer acquisition. It shouldn't just be recruiters recruiting recruiters to recruit more recruiters. Two, they get two. Who's getting customers? Why do you think my last company was shut down? There wasn't enough customer acquisition. Your goal, in my opinion, should be a 10-to-1 customer to rep ratio. For every one distributor on your team, you should have an average of 10 customers. Now, some will have hundreds, some will have none. That's just the way it is. But that would be my mindset if I were you. And listen, if you got on late, I'd highly recommend you go back to the beginning and watch this. You know, I really did talk about creating leadership. It's a decision, dropping excuses and blame, you know, finding mentors and identifying ways to develop skills. You know, I talked about some of the key elements to building a good culture. You know, what's most important to building a team that stands the test of time. How many of us want retention? Smash that heart button if you want retention, right? It's exciting to bring people in. But it's way more exciting if your team is intact a year from now, 5 years from now. You've got people making money and having success with or without you. Don't you want to create independence within your organization? I mean, hello. Anyway, all right. So those of you that have been sharing, let me give away some more stuff. Kelsey Hernandez, she said she shared with her team such great info. Kelsey, send an email to my support team, support@mylifestyleacademy.com with your PayPal. We'll send you some cash money. We'll send you some cash money. And let's see, who else is sharing and tagging people? Nikki Lee, thank you for tagging someone. You're welcome. Tara Scott, so good, says TJ. Wendy says retention. Yeah. Tiffany said shared with my team. Candace shared with her team. Tanya shared. Look at all these shares. Rebecca shared. All right, let me pick someone. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Boom. First one I see. Rebecca Grant, we're sending you the 90-day tracker. This thing is freaking money. This will help you with what to post, keeping track of those money-making activities, what to do every day. It has a follow-up book, closing questions, everything you need. Send an email to our support team, support@mylifestyleacademy.com with your address, and we'll ship you one of these bad boys. And let me pick one more winner. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Carrie Nil. She shared with people on her team. We're going to send you one of our Crush It Misters. You're going to love this thing. It's bad to the bone. As you can see. Oh, yes. Keeps me fresh and young. Anyway, send an email to support@mylifestyleacademy.com. Support@mylifestyleacademy.com. Karen Nil. Did I say your name? Carrie Nil? Anyway, I'm probably mispronouncing it. I apologize, but you have an awesome, unique name. My name is boring. It's just John. Anyway, hope you guys got a ton of value from this. This will be on our podcast. Make sure you download our new podcast. We're going to be doing a giveaway. Does anybody else like cash? I believe we're going to be giving away a lot of cash. We're going to randomly pick people that are giving us reviews on our new podcast. You can use any of your audio apps, iTunes, Spotify, SoundCloud. We're on all the above. Just look for the My Lifestyle Academy podcast. You're going to love some of those episodes. If you leave us a review, you have the opportunity to potentially get some cash money from us because we want to have a ton of reviews. We want your feedback. We want to hear from you. We love you. We appreciate this community. And we'll probably also take this video and upload it for some other platforms like Instagram and LinkedIn and stuff like that. So guys, I appreciate you hanging out. Make sure you subscribe so when we go live, you get notified. Feel free to tag some teammates. And if you got on late, make sure you go back to the beginning and watch this and take notes because I think leadership is a very, very crucial conversation if you're looking to build a significant business. If you want independence, you want independent leaders, you want businesses growing with or without your involvement, you want retention, you want long-term residual income, baby. You want to live the dream and you're not just money motivated, you are freedom motivated like yours truly. I appreciate you guys. And if you want more training just like this, go to mylifestyleacademy.com, mylifestyleacademy.com. and you'll get more training. And there's the blog is over there as well. All right, guys, peace out. Appreciate you.